Today's fugitive Australian journalist Shane Delling from the website and YouTube channel Kangaroo Court of Australia. Now, Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has been getting into a bit of trouble in relation to a podcast he did on the 3rd of July 2026 with comedian Nikki Osborne on the Bush Deep podcast. There were two key issues that got him into a fair bit of trouble. One was a comment he made in relation to the Japanese Prime Minister and a melon she brought as a gift. Number two, answering a question, a multiple choice question where he chose Kylie Minogue as a person he'd like to sleep with and marry. Now, Labor Party politicians have said, at least in part, I think the Japanese comment has been taken out of context. But what I've done, I've edited the 20-minute video down to roughly 6 minutes and all the crude comments in there. And I've embedded myself in the video and given my viewpoint on it. And I'll show you that in a minute. But any one comment by itself could be justified maybe. But when you put all the crude comments together, it's extremely poor form by the Prime Minister for going on a podcast like that and answering the questions in the way he did, and himself drawing sexual connotations from some of the questions and some of the comments. But the worst comment is at the end. So make sure you watch the whole video. It's worth watching. And it's only when you watch the whole video and put all the crude comments together do you get the full viewpoint, the full context, or when people say it's been taken out of context. Well, firstly, I'll show you a short video, a 20-second video from the Kyle and Jackie O show from March 2022, about 8 weeks before the federal election, where Albanese refused to say how many people he'd slept with. And you'll see how he dealt with that question. Compare that to how he answered the questions with Nikki Osborne, or Bushy, which is a stage name. I'll show you the Kyle and Jackie O video now.
Hey, normally every guest that comes on, we ask them how many women have you slept with in your life. What's your digits?
Oh, I'm not giving
Throw
that.
your digits out. Are they double digits, triple digits?
I'll plead the fifth.
Are they single digits?
I'll plead the fifth.
Albo, there's single digits.
I'll plead the fifth.
He's only done 7. Jackie's done 7.
Carl's done over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
You betcha.
That's bragging.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I know.
I've actually
right?
had to half it, so it didn't sound like it was too much for a brag.
Oh, whatever.
Now, as I said at the beginning, I've cut the Bush Deep podcast down to 6 minutes odd. I've embedded myself and I comment along the way, and I'll show you that now.
Well, I'm going to do a whip around. Whoosh. G'day, Bushy here. Now, a lot of you have been saying in the comments that I should be the next PM, and you're right, I probably should. However, I think it might be a tough gig because no matter how good your intentions are, half the population is going to hate your guts. So I wanted to know what that would be like. So I got on Instagram and I DM'd the PM and I said, "Hey Albo, can you tell me what it's like to be a world leader?" And he said, "Well, Bushy, why don't you come to my joint and I'll give you the rundown over some Tim Tams." So here I am at the Prime Minister's house in Canberra, and I'm going to work out if, well, being a world leader is in fact for me. Let's go in. Let's get him pissed.
I'll start us off. She's at the Prime Minister's house in Canberra, and she starts off saying, "Let's get him pissed."
Cheers.
Welcome to Canberra.
Why, thank you very much.
And the lodge.
Yes, in your joint. No one gets in your joint.
Got through security.
I have.
Well done.
Here we are, the most powerful person in Australia and the Prime Minister.
And that.
Yes, I must admit, I'm quite nervous. So, doing the thing to calm myself down, and I'm just imagining you naked.
Okay.
Now, Albo.
It starts off fairly mildly. She says she's going to get him pissed. They're having a drink. Then she jokes. She's imagining him naked, I suppose, to calm down her nerves. Don't know. That's going to do that, but fairly mild at this point. So let's see the rest of it.
What's the most crap gift you've ever received on an overseas jaunt?
Oh, gee. Tell you something I got recently here that was pretty strange but ended up being quite good.
Yeah.
Was a melon. The Japanese Prime Minister brought a melon.
How did he get that through customs?
It's a royal melon.
Oh, she smuggled. It was a she. Did she smuggle it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm expecting.
Got a couple of melons.
She brought 2.
She brought 2, as you do.
She just came in looking like Pamela Anderson.
She brought 2.
Yes, really.
And they're beautiful.
Speaking of melons, I've got you a crap gift. Hang on. I wonder what that could be.
Oh.
Yep. It's my melon on a mug.
Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
I've got mine.
And-
your gift I've given you.
Yeah,
there.
you gave me your beer, your bonboniere from your wedding day.
from the wedding. 6 months in.
Still in the honeymoon period.
Absolutely.
Yes, still bonking like rabbits.
Well, when we have time.
Yeah, that's fair. That's what happens when you get married. You got to schedule it, don't you?
After the footy.
After the 40.
It's always a good aphrodisiac, a south wind.
So the Japanese Prime Minister present is what's causing an issue at the moment. Former Japanese ambassador to Australia has raised it in the media in Japan or in a column. And then he's published an article in the Australian, or not he's published it, Murdoch News has published it. And the Liberal Party have jumped on board. You see there, Albanese going, 2 melons. Well, I don't think that's a real good look. Then he's talking about if his footy team, the South Sydney Rabbitohs, if they have a win, that's a good aphrodisiac for him to have sex with his wife. Well, that's way too much information, I think. I don't really want to know that. I don't think the average person wants to know that. And I don't think the average person wants to hear the Prime Minister talking about that. The Japanese Prime Minister, so-called joke, well, let's see how that pans out over the next few days, few weeks, if it does become a major issue or not.
What about bald knob?
Real.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of them in the Senate.
there might be.
Yeah.
I haven't checked.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, he was asked a question, are these places real? And apparently there's a real place called Bald Knob. But the joke about the Senate, there's been a lot in there. He hasn't checked. I don't know. What's he talking about? Is he talking about down below and people who've shaved? Who knows? Certainly a sexual connotation there.
What about Humpy Bong?
Humpy Bong.
Humpy Bong?
We're combining things there.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? That's how they populated the joint.
Indeed.
They went, everyone.
One
go on
led
Humpy
to
Bong.
another.
Yes.
He says one led to another. Humpy Bong. Bong being for smoking marijuana. Humpy, well, he's drawn a sexual connotation to that and he's making a so-called joke.
Is it real?
It has to be real.
Yeah, it's where the Bee Gees are from.
The Bee Gees?
The Bee Gees grew up in Humpy Bong, next to Woody Point, just over the Hornybrook Bridge, and none of that is fake.
There you go.
That's a fact.
I grew up in Woody Point. That's a suburb in Brisbane. Obviously, Woody being an erection. And Hornybrook Highway, self-explanatory.
All right, here we go. Iron knob.
That is real.
Is that what Jodie says?
You'll have to ask her.
Yeah, I will.
He's joking about his erection. He's got an iron knob. And he says to Bushy, you'll have to ask his wife. Unbelievable. This is a Prime Minister. He's not at the pub on a Friday night joking with the mates. He's on a podcast that goes national, international as well.
It's called Bogan Slang Scrabble.
Bogan Slang Scrabble. I reckon you've given me all the hard...
No, look, here we go. How about we make it fun and we can have half a bag each?
Okay.
There we go. Gee, I never thought I'd be splitting a bag with Albo at the lodge. Yeah, here we are.
And splitting a bag of what? Cocaine, marijuana? I think she's talking about cocaine. He thinks it's funny. Sharing drugs.
Oh, you did do crackhead. And you did it like Dad spell it.
That's right.
I love that. Cheers to that. Well done.
Now, he used the word crackhead in a game of Scrabble or whatever it's called. I don't know if that's appropriate for the Prime Minister to be using those sorts of words after he's just had a joke about sharing cocaine. But anyhow.
The usual people who attack us over everything.
Because I get trolled a lot too.
I've seen you responding to the trolls. I thought that was fantastic.
Well, that's good.
I wish I could do that.
Yeah, you can't, can you?
No, I can't.
Can't call people a fuckhead like I
But
do.
yours was great. Perfectly justifiable.
I think so.
So he's justifying her calling people fuckheads. Now, this is the Prime Minister on a national and international podcast saying this. They've just brought in the kids' social media ban because children are being abused, etc., and harassed or whatever. And he's encouraging her to abuse people.
Oh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he said I had shit teeth. Who says that to someone at random?
Well, that was the bottom line there. You know, how can they bring in a social media ban for kids? because the kids are being abused and committing suicide because they're getting bullied, and he's encouraging the same. And you might say, oh, he's not encouraging the same. Well, he is. This is the Prime Minister on a national and international podcast. It's international because once you go on the internet, well, it's everywhere.
What's been the toughest moment of your career? Now, be honest. This is your chance to endear yourself to my massive following.
Toughest moment of my career.
Put that in there because Nikki Osborne, or Bushy, says here's an opportunity to endear yourself to her audience. And that's why he's done the podcast. He wants to get out there and get some more votes. But should he really be going on a podcast which is well known for being bawdy and quite crude, given he's the Prime Minister?
Because I want to run for PM one day.
Yeah.
What do you think of my campaign slogan? Yeah, nah, fuck it.
It's a winner.
You reckon?
It's a winner. Cut through.
I think so.
And that's what you need in a slogan.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, I had Building Australia's Future. It's pretty boring by comparison.
It is boring. It's like going to an engineering lecture.
Yawn.
Whereas mine's
Compared
like
with yours.
a revolution.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nah, fuck it. If you treat your women well, you can stay.
You're in.
Yes. Would you endorse me?
Absolutely. When
I'm
I
not
finish,
Yeah, when you're done.
it'll happen.
Now, I like Nikki Osborne. I think she's funny. She's a good comedian. But should the Prime Minister be promoting, yeah, nah, fuck it, to children, to the broader community? There's a lot of people out there who wouldn't like her saying that and wouldn't like him endorsing it.
Well, we're at rapid fire questions now. Every guest
Here we
gets
go.
asked these. Shag, marry, date. Kylie Minogue, Nicole Kidman, or Rhonda Birchmore?
I've just got married. I'm only 6 months in.
But if it goes tits up, let's just pretend
Oh, Kylie, clearly.
you'd marry Kylie and shag her and date her.
All of the above.
All right, it's a triple.
She's terrific.
All right, that's fair.
Now, that got him into a bit of trouble when that first came out on July 3rd this year. Once again, it's the Prime Minister naming someone he'd like to jump in bed with. Compare that to what he said on the Jackie and Kyle show, where he refused to answer it, which I showed you at the beginning.
Very emotional.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You must
Yeah,
get
yeah.
sad.
I do.
Yeah,
I
you
do.
feel
I
shit.
cry all the time.
You know, I put that in there because he says he cries all the time. He sheds crocodile tears all the time. He's one of those fake criers looking for sympathy or looking to show he has emotions. He's a fake crier, just like he pulls out the old, oh, I grew up tough, grew up in Housing Commission. Well, as if he's the only person in Australia who grew up in Housing Commission and had it tough.
Would you rather eat shit that tastes like lollies or lollies that taste like shit?
How about you do neither?
Nah, that was both a Piscean answer and a politician answer. You got to have one. You got to eat one of them.
Yeah, no.
You're not going to
No,
eat shit.
not going to do that.
Funny that.
Not going to do that.
You've dropped yeah, nah twice.
That shows if he doesn't want to answer a question, he can. He just refuses his answer, like he did in the Cole and Jackie show, the short video I showed you at the beginning. So he didn't have to answer a lot of those other questions either, but he did, and he chose to.
Yeah,
No.
nah.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, fuck 'em.
Not going to happen.
No,
Not gonna
because
happen.
then you're just some punsy pants that no one relates to.
Correct.
So he doesn't want to be a punsy pants. He wants to be hip and cool, showing all the voters that he can swear with the best of them and make sexualised jokes with the best of them. But it's starting to backfire in a big way.
Well, maybe I should. I got a little. That was only 2 fingers.
It's fine.
Yeah, I only get double fingered by the PM. I think I'll end it there.
I think that is probably time to close.
So she said she's only being double fingered by the PM, and he laughed too. He had a smile on his face. Now, that is probably the worst comment out of the lot, I think. He should have just ignored it.
Normally I drink scotch, but I can't do that here. All
Of course
right.
you can. Do you want a whiskey?
Yeah.
We can fix that.
I brought some.
I guarantee you I've
That'd
got
be
better
great.
scotch.
We won't tell Larry Emder. No. That's his. But I do pay my taxes, just so you know. In fact,
I'm still friends with Kevin and Julia. There aren't many people who can say that.
no.
So I put that in there, that he's still friends with Kevin and Julia. I found that amusing, a bit off topic for this video, but the fact that Kevin Rudd was made ambassador to the Washington, obviously Kevin Rudd would have been ringing up elbow and lobbying for the job. although they denied it at the time from memory. Now, I'll have an article up on my website, Kangaroo Court of Australia, on Thursday, the 13th of August, 2026. So make sure you go to my website tomorrow, read that article. I'll have further information and links to further information as well. And I'm an independent journalist. I'm 100% crowdfunded from viewers like yourself. The reason I'm able to stay independent and free of corporate backing and paywalls is because of monthly supporters. And if you like my videos and articles, and you're not yet a monthly supporter but would like to be, I'll put a link to the donations page below this video on YouTube, which has all the donation options. Anything from $3 to $100 or whatever works for your budget makes a real difference. There's no lock-in. You can cancel or adjust at any time. Your support, whether it's a monthly donation or one-off donation or just sharing my work, is what helps keeping independent voices like this one alive. Please do your bit and help shine a light on corruption and share this video on social media. And please hit the like and subscribe button and notification button. That way you get notified when I publish new videos. Other than that, thank you for your time and have a good day.